Hi, Michael. My name is Keisha Garrett. I am in your qualitative research course, and I wanted to go over your response. You talked about several topics. You talked about meta-ethical principles. Yes, that is a part of the research analysis process discussed by Hayes and Singh. It is one of the 5 parts. You wrote about it being an untruth, and I wish you had dug a little bit deeper into that comment because the meta-analysis ethical principle is a big part of just teaching the high morality ideals of what organizations and researchers have to use as part of their process of the normative thinking process. And so the next topic that you talked about was the qualitative research relational skills. You mentioned the data analysis collection, the interviews, engaging in responses from participants. I agree with you there. I was hoping that you also talked about in that process of interviews that we also have to have other options of interviewing and collecting data, such as the focus groups, the online surveys, the paper surveys, the observations that we can collect, and the expert opinions and the case studies that qualitative researchers can use to conduct data or to get data. Next, you talked about the ongoing informed consent. Yes, we have to communicate. You mentioned in your response that you didn't know we had an ongoing consent responsibility. And we do, because we have to have that continued area of communication with our participants, making sure that we're engaging with them and throughout the study process. The last thing you talked about is the in-depth analysis, the coding data, and the respect that we're supposed to have. With the in-depth analysis, I would have mentioned also that we have to do a deep dive into the data. That was something that I thought was important as a part of that in-depth analysis, is just going deeper. Also collecting that accurate data and just making sure that we're engaging in the interviewing process, optimizing the accuracy of that as well. So I think